All right, guys, so today we're going to start talking about energy, work, and simple machines. So what is energy is what we're going to discuss today. What are the types of energy? How do we use those types of energy, and how does it apply to our everyday lives? So we're going to start with the most basic. What is energy? Okay. So if you go to this very first slide, when you watch it, if you click this, there's a short little video to watch it'll bring you to, and it'll explain all the four types of energy. This doesn't work. All right, so the four types of energy are radiant energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, and thermal energy. And all energy means is the ability to cause change. So if something can cause change, it's a type of energy. So radiant energy is like heat energy. It's like energy from the sun. It's the same as light energy when it's talking about the sun. So light energy would be the same as radiant energy when we're talking from the sun. So it comes from the environment around us. Same thing would be like for plants. They use radiant energy to grow. Chemical energy is energy in the form of food. As you can see down here, this little squirrel is eating a seed or a nut. He's getting energy from that food that's enabling him to use that energy for his muscles or to store it as fat. Electrical energy is just what you think. It's energy in the form of electricity. And thermal energy is energy in the form of heat. Heat definitely causes things to change. It cooks your food. It causes a lot of different chemical changes. So the first type of energy we're going to talk about is kinetic energy. And that's energy in the form of motion. So if something is moving, it has kinetic energy. If you're going down a slide, you have kinetic energy. If you're running, you have kinetic energy. So anything that's in motion has kinetic energy, so long as it's moving. And how much kinetic energy you have depends on the mass and the velocity of the moving object. So how fast you're going and how much you weigh determines what the kinetic energy of the object is. Now, it might not be a person. Something that's inanimate can have kinetic energy. A ball on a ball like floating in the air, or somebody hitting a ball, that ball has kinetic energy because it's moving. Balls have masses and balls have velocity. So how much does the ball weigh and how fast is that ball moving? That's how much energy is contained within it. Potential energy is energy that's stored. So it's energy that's waiting to happen. If you are sitting at the top of a slide, you're not moving just yet, but you're about to. And that's the potential to move. So if something has the potential to move, it has potential energy. Elastic potential energy is something that can stretch or compress, such as a rubber band, a string, a spring. All of those things start off small, and you can stretch them and make them bigger and bigger and bigger. That's elastic potential energy. If you have the ability to stretch it or compress it, it's storing its energy. Like in a slingshot, this rubber band is storing its energy, and then I can pull it back and let it go, and it will release that energy. Gravitational potential energy. It has the potential energy of anything that can fall. So if I were to balance this notebook on the side of my hand, it's got gravitational potential energy right now, because it could very easily fall and be pulled down with kinetic energy and gravity. So if it has the ability to fall, it's got gravitational potential energy. And chemical potential energy is something we can break down and use the energy stored in its chemical bonds. So anything we can eat and get energy out of. A glass of milk has chemical potential energy until you drink it. And then you use the calories as energy for your body. And a calorie is actually how we count energy for your body. So when you read the packaging labels of something and it says it has 100 calories, that's how much energy it has for your body. And that is all we have for today.